Hi Virgos, how are you? Okay, I'm here to do your October mid-month love reading. The first card I have for you is the Three of Shells card, and this is a card about celebration. So you start off your reading with joy and glee. Something good is going on in your life and you're in optimistic energy. Parties are not a bad idea, and romance might also be available as you're socializing. So the next card is the Five of Roses, and this is a card about competition. So while you're out partying, you might have run into someone that you thought was nice. They maybe thought you were nice too, but they're not. You're not the only one that's interested in them, so it may be a competition. So the next card is the Seven of Wings card, and this is a card about opposition. So it's kind of similar to competition. So there may be blockages, but everything will work out for your benefit. Take time to work out the situation. So the next card is the Three of Roses. This is a card about opportunity. So say for instance you're out partying and you didn't meet an available person that you did successfully call your own. So you decided to call in some of your own friends in your network to see if you could find someone who was ready to be in a relationship with you. So give me 1 second, I'm taking off my ring. Okay. So the next card is the Four of Wings card. It's reversed, and it's a card about privacy. So your desire for privacy, because I know Virgos probably don't really like gossip, and they kind of like to keep their personal business to themselves. So your need and desire for privacy may be preventing you from finding a love interest. The saying where it's hard to find love if you're always in your house. So so let me see. Basically, you want to also clear out any old relationship issues, like baggage that you have from old relationships that's preventing you from opening your heart. That way you can be ready to communicate when the right person comes around to you. So the next card is the Nine of Wings card reversed. This is a card about obsession. So this card means that you need to kind of be more self-reflective and not worry so much about what the other party is doing, because you may be so concerned about the other party, you're not paying attention to your own needs and what you need to work on your own. And so if you're overly paying attention to other people, it may lead to stress, it may lead to anxiety, and it just may put you in a bad place. So just for your own sake, maybe work on yourself and don't worry so much about the other party. Because in this case, I'm not sure who is the other party. Because so far you went out to party, you also called in your friends, and you don't have a definite suitor yet. So I'm not really sure what are you obsessing about. It could just be you're obsessing with the fact that you don't have someone. That could be what the problem is. So I guess you have to learn to love yourself, because if you don't have someone, you shouldn't be overly worried about it. So I don't want you to make an obsession over what you don't have. Be thankful for what you do have. So the next card is the Seven of Roses card. This is a card about courage. And so basically you're trying to get over these obstacles. And like I said, I'm trying to figure out what are the obstacles. Like, do you really feel the need that, like, if you don't have a person, that you're going to be less than what you need to be? So you might need to deal with that, your thought process, and figure out who are you and learn to love yourself first. But anyway, let's see. If you have doubt, fear, if you don't look to see who are you and what do you need to work on, you can take your time to work out these issues, but don't worry about love until you are a whole person. So that's what you really need to work on first. for love, because when you love yourself, love will be attracted to you. Okay, so the next card is the Ace of Wings card. This is a card about triumph. So maybe what I just said to you, if you work on that, that might really help you to figure out what your next steps are toward love. So I basically just said love yourself first. Work on yourself, build yourself up, make sure you're happy, and when you're whole, love may come toward you. So the next card is the Ten of Roses card. This is a card about stress. So again, let me see, what are we stressing about? Okay. So like I said, we don't have a love interest, but the thought process that you have may be right. If you're learning how to take care of yourself and make yourself happy, that might be the right thought process. So now, what else do you need to do? Okay, well, the stress card means that your work life is maybe unbalanced and you want to take breaks when you get a chance to. You also might want to socialize with your friends and family because, the fact that they love and care about you might help you to feel better about yourself and not focus so much on love only. So that might be something to consider. Okay, so the next card is the Justice card. This is a card about truth. So when the Justice card is pulled, it's a good time to work on legal issues if you have paperwork that you need to file. Let's see, of course, you need to consider that on your own. I can't give you advice about legal paperwork or anything. So basically, when you have the Truth card, you can work on all of the relationship goals, family goals, home life goals that you want to work on because things may work in your favor. So if there are things that you need to talk about with your family or your loved ones to get things balanced out, now might be a good time to do that. Excuse me, I almost had to sneeze. Okay. So the Queen of Wings card is the card of the analyst. And, when I was looking at this card, I was trying to figure out what was the purpose of this card. Is it your energy, Virgo, or is it a suitor or something? And what I realized is that it's kind of saying what I've been saying all along. Do you really need a love interest right now? Because this queen is unmarried and she is happy to stay unmarried as long as she can't find the right partner. So if she could find the right partner, she'd be happy. But if she can't, she has to love herself instead. And so that's really what this card is about. Are you happy being single? So maybe you're not happy being single. I'm not sure what you're going through. But as you were going through those obstacles earlier, maybe perhaps you're learning what you want and what you do not want in love. And so maybe it'll help you make decisions a little later. So the next card is the Four of Gems card. And this card is a card about possessiveness. So like I said, learn to love yourself firstly. Give thanks also for the things that you do have, okay? Because if you don't have love, maybe you have a roof over your head or a job or a car or, give thanks for those things. And when love is ready, love will probably find you. So don't worry too much about a future partner yet. So the next card that I have for you is the Queen of Roses reversed, and this is a card of the leader. So this card means be careful. Well, in this case, it might mean be careful of inappropriate sexual relationships because a potential partner, or if you did have a partner, could be wearing a mask of authority, but actually be helpless and be upset about underlying issues in his or her life. So I think this reading so far is just saying basically be thankful for who you are, be thankful for what you have, and don't push things. Like if you don't have a love interest, don't push it because it may be for your benefit, okay? And basically, when this leader is in reverse position, she may not be putting other people's needs ahead of her own. So She may want to be more aware of other people's needs and be more helpful. Let's see. Also, because I'm not sure if this is your energy, Virgo. So if this is your energy, then also don't take on more than you can handle. Don't allow people to force you to be more than what you are. So don't let people make your ego big and say, for instance, they're expecting you to be all the way up here and then you only know you can give so much. So don't allow people to talk you into more obligations than you're able to handle. Okay, so the next card is the Two of Wings card in reverse, and this is a card about balance. So that's just what I was speaking about a while ago. You're making sure that you're not taking on more than you can handle. Let me see, is there any other issue about the balance card? This card could also indicate that you made plans and those plans got canceled and it might have thrown your relationship off. So instead of your relationship growing, maybe you hit a standstill for some reason. And let's see, also the balance card here. If you are trying to progress in your life in a good way, you need a partner that's optimistic and is helpful and encouraging you to reach your goals. So if you're trying to go toward a goal and your partner continues to pull you down and pull you away from your goal, you need to really consider if that's the right partner for you. And in this reading so far, I'm not sure if there is a partner here, but the message is still relevant. Maybe it's a friend or family member that is relevant to. So the next card is the Magician card. This is a card about energy. So that's it. All of these messages are somewhat flowing together. So you want someone who has similar energy to yours so you can get pushed to your highest potential in a good way, where you want to go, not further than where you want to go. We're not going to overdo it, but okay. So the Magician card is about you getting your wish. So what are you wishing for at the moment? It may be related to your career, because the next card is the Three of Gems card, and this card is about work. So this card is talking about your work life. If you have a new opportunity in work, it may help you to find a new love interest, or your partner and yourself may share the work in maintaining your relationship. So both of you are given equally in the relationship and it's not like one-sided. So that should be a good thing, okay? And that's if you have a partner. Don't feel bad if you do not have one. Okay. So the next card is the Eight of Gems card, and this is about perfectionism. So you have been working hard and now you have matured in your professional life or in love relationships. So what I was saying for you to work on is just work on loving yourself and making yourself a better person and bringing joy into your own life, because that will help you to find love. So the next card is the Ten of Shells in reverse, and this is a card about success. So you might want to change your mindset. You're very close to your goal, but you need to see the glass as half full instead of half empty. So that's what I was saying. Be glad, be grateful for what you have. And, you're continuing on this journey to build your life the way you want to make it. You may have love on its way to you, but you just have to continue the last few steps to get to what you need to get to. So you have a possible suitor here. This is the King of Gems reversed. This is the Realist. And the Idealist. I'm sorry. Anyway, so to this king, truth is very important to him. He wants to explore what is true in life. If he is your new love interest, he may not be ready to settle down with you. He may have more than one partner, so you might want to know that. He does like to help other people, but he may have quirks or whatever else that prevent him from being maybe the easiest partner to live with. But I'm not sure what you were looking for, because I know Virgos are maybe particular. So let's see what is the next card. So the next card is the Six of Shells card reversed, and this is a card about joy. So when the joy is reversed, what does that mean? Well, someone may be acting childish, or there's a lack of balance between work and play. Maybe a childhood friend returned, but it may not bring joy into your life, or your partner and yourself may not agree on whether or not you want to have children. So these might just be issues that are maybe affecting your relationship with your possible new partner here. The King of Gems reversed. And so Virgo, I'm not sure what your goals are, but one of them seems like work on yourself. Make sure you're happy. And maybe don't push your luck when it comes to relationships. If the King of Gems or a person with that type of energy comes into your life, if that's acceptable to you, it's up to you to make that decision if that's the partner that you want to keep. But make sure you love yourself and don't let people tell you you need a partner to be happy, okay? So be blessed. Have a good rest of the month. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening.